Welcome to part 44 of Project Alta Racing 2. We're done with the Kudos World Series. We're all done with that stuff, but there's a few little extra nooks and crannies that are left over. Of course, you probably know about those little hit special vehicles, which you do by getting the medals. Of course, there's the one I couldn't get because I did a gold run, not a platinum run, but I'm on a account where that's already been taken care of, technically. So I thought I'd give you guys a bit of a better look at the vehicles. Three vehicles, which I have to go in the garage mode, which I've passed over most of the time during playing this. But it's if you go on a car list, you can just get like a little garage thing. Actually necessary if you play this on Xbox 360 due to emulation. For those of you who didn't know about that. But anyway, so we got here the Ferrari 250 GTO. This was for getting all the bronze. This is in the classics class. And the reason for showing it here is because the other thing that I want to show off is not going to show all these extra colors. So you can see
I forget that when you change the colors, it like shifted colors. It didn't just automatically go straight from one color to the next.
Yeah, I used to remember fooling with that a lot. Like I would, I would do like this where it just stays like that.
Oh yeah, like halfway between.
And then you go to that, and it's just. Whoop.
Huh. Suddenly you can have an orange Ferrari 250 GTO or purple.
If only it would actually work like that. Anyways,
that'd be kind of cool.
So that's the 250 GTO. I will drive them. Don't worry, but I'm going to show that in a different thing. So of course we have here as well as the Delfino Feroce.
A strange-looking car that's based on a Subaru Impreza WRX STI. Believe it or not.
Yeah, and this was a car in that last event during the supercar that just left everyone and was like, "See ya, bye."
It's pretty fast. It is definitely the fastest car of the supercar series.
Yes, very much so. And there's
I kind of wish we could see this in a modern video game again, but
there's all of its colors.
Wow.
But yeah, I imagine that car is probably a relic of the past now.
And then the other three vehicles are all in here. We got the Porsche 911 GT1. That was for all silvers.
Yeah, that's the 993.
Then over here we have the Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR. That's all golds. And then of course this. The platinum one, the hard one to get, the TVR Cerberus Speed 12. Which comes in colors. Fancy colors, in fact.
Imagine if you want
pretty nice.
What if you wanted two different TVR Cerberus Speed 12s in one game?
Well, we'll get to that in just a little bit. In fact, next part is when you'll really get to see it. But before we do that, let's show you this little bonus thing that's sitting in the garage here. This little arcade cabinet. It's called Geometry Wars. This was just a little throwaway bonus that they put in the game that people found out and really liked. Now you might be thinking, well, okay, is it just supposed to be a visual prop? The answer is no, because if you go right up to it and press A, it's an actual playable game. And I've always been very bad at it, so I'm not going to play it for too long, but I'm just going to give you the basic idea. I'm just gonna give you give you the basic idea. You move around with the left analog stick, and you use the right analog stick to shoot. And depending on where you hold the right analog stick is where your bullets aim at.
It's kind of weird just because it doesn't have any kind of feedback at all that you can select it in the garage. It's just there, and you run up to it and press A.
Yeah.
No sound, no nothing.
You kind of just have to figure. You kind of just have to figure it out.
And then from there, this basically became its own standalone title, didn't it?
Yep. Yeah. There's Geometry Wars Evolved, which was in PGR 4, I think.
Anyways, that's enough of that. You can tell I'm not very good at it, but
luckily you don't have to restart the game in this game after you finish playing it, unlike PGR 3 and 4.
Yeah, that's true. And now there's one extra thing to show. There's the showroom option. Now the showroom is this really interesting little thing where you can actually kind of go where all the cars are in like these different classes and stuff, and you can just go up to them and you can see like their stats and the class they're in and all that sort of stuff.
You can also buy cars.
This is easily the best part of the entire game.
But the reason I wanted to come here is because of this. As you see, here's all those unlockable vehicles. They put them right in the front here. And if you notice, it says press A to test drive. If we go up to this, for example, the Delfino, it drives the car out of the thing. I realize I didn't put it in manual, but that's fine.
It's all right.
And yeah, you actually get a little test track here that you can drive the cars around in. And
I always thought this was one of the coolest parts of the game, honestly.
Same.
I loved going around this track.
This game, honestly, God, ahead of its time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So what I'm just gonna do, is I'm just gonna do like a quick lap with
Uh-oh.
My corner does get me out usually.
I can't remember what my best time on this track was. It was probably like 50, low 50s, I think, was my absolute best that I could do.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a lap around this, and then we're gonna just do it with each of the cars, and then that'll be the part. Not a very huge part this time around, but you know, just wanted to get these out of the way for the sake of
just showing them off.
Completionist sake.
Oh yeah. Also, they're cool. Also, it's pretty damn cool.
And yes, you see this car only tops at 165, but it gets
Yep.
to that speed so ridiculously quick that it doesn't really matter. So
I just asked, why is
because WRX engine, right?
But I guess it's WRX, not STI, because STI is a 6-speed.
that was the steel car, and now here's the bronze car, the 250 GTO.
It sounds cool.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's the XJ220 that you did the best time in?
Yeah. But that must have been some time ago when I said it, when I did that.
Welcome back, Arcade D.
Welcome back.
But just gotta get this car around the bends. It's a pretty good classics car too. It's fairly quick. And I think it is the best of the classics cars. Probably why they would locked it away, because I guess I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta get good in order to.
Yeah.
You have to get good, basically.
You have to get.
Yeah, get real good.
I can only get bad.
Ouch.
No, you can't.
Anyway, so there's that one done for that, and now we get to the silver car, the 911 GT1. As it watch it drive out.
Which we do remember was the car, I guess, did it come in second in the last race?
Yeah,
behind
it did.
you? So
Yeah,
it was
that was
actually
the one
faster on the Nürburgring than the TVR.
Well, keep in mind the TVR also died.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's just showing that the 911 GT1 is good enough to where you're not gonna die, obviously.
Yeah, that's true.
Did a big old spin.
Car also has the big whine.
Yeah, probably because it's a literal race car.
Yeah.
Yep.
Makes a little bit of sense.
Makes that noise.
You're gonna beat your high score.
I am.
No surprise. I mean, this is
Unless you crash.
big quick.
And there we go.
Oh.
So silver car down. Now for the gold car, which is the CLK GTR. Honestly, you think the silver car would be the CLK and then the gold would be the GT1, but no.
I mean, they're both fast.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that thing is a really long first gear, doesn't it?
It does. Rip. Rip. There you go. I kind of went right into the inside there to make sure I didn't fucking bonk the wall. That corner is always something, to be honest. That corner, I don't know what's the best way of approaching it and taking it.
Mm-hmm.
And there we go. Alright, so then finally, of course, right at the end here, the platinum car, the Cerberus Speed 12. This Looney Tune car, basically.
Big fast.
The monster. Yeah, that's absolute monster of a car.
You can already see how it takes off from the Mercedes.
I mean, it does have 850 horsepower, so
Yeah.
Yep, all going to the rear wheels.
yes.
Indeed.
With probably, I don't actually know if these cars technically had any kind of like traction control or anything, stability control. Probably not.
I doubt it.
But it's possible considering my 1994 Lexus had it.
I imagine they probably didn't.
It'd probably just be way too much power to even handle a 90s traction control system, or vice versa.
Probably.
So they were just like, yeah, screw it. Kind of like with the Viper. Although I think the
And there
Viper
we-
was something they just didn't want to add
And
traction
there-
control
and there we
to.
go. 51.7.
51.7. God damn.
I could probably still get that to a lower 51 too, but doesn't matter. But that's gonna do it for this little bonus part. But we're still not done quite yet. We've got these extra little things here, and I'm gonna go more into detail about those in the next 2 parts. So stay tuned for those. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure to hit the like and hit the subscribe button. Check out the links down below. Thank you to Toxic Honey Badger and Monday Bear 21 for the Patreon pledges. If you want to get your name at the end of the shout at the end of the video, just donate with a $10 pledge. Or if you just want to see your name at the start of the video, just any pledge. Doesn't matter how much. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.
Bye!
Goodbye.